Think it's too hot to plant in December? Well, think again. I'm Andrew, and this is Low Effort Gardening, where we grow smarter. December isn't the end of planting season, it's the start of something great. With longer days and warm soil, your garden can thrive like never before. Imagine fresh, homegrown produce on your table this holiday season. Sounds good, doesn't it? Let's dive into the best vegetables, herbs, and fruits to plant right now in temperate Australia, places like Victoria, Tasmania, and New South Wales. We'll also share some insider tips to make your garden flourish. Let's begin with leafy greens. In temperate regions of Australia, December is, believe it or not, an excellent time to plant leafy greens and quick-growing vegetables like lettuce, spinach, and radish. If the right varieties are chosen, these crops can do well in the warmer months with proper care. Lettuce. Opt for heat-tolerant varieties such as Jericho or Nevada. This is critical. You don't need me telling you that it gets hot. So be sure that the varieties you're selecting can handle that heat. Plant seeds in a single pot, then prick them out once their first leaves open up. Transplant them into trays, and once the plants have filled out their cell, move them into the garden. Spinach. While traditional spinach will struggle in the heat, New Zealand spinach is more heat resistant and suitable for summer planting in Australia. Sow these directly in the soil or a couple to a cell for later transplanting. Radishes. Known for their rapid growth, radishes can be ready to harvest in just 4 weeks. Sow seeds 5 centimeters apart to ensure a continuous supply throughout the season. Succession planting. To enjoy steady harvest, sow small amounts of seeds every 2 weeks. This approach prevents an overwhelming surplus and ensures fresh produce over an extended period. Luckily, you are in the position where you could plant just about everything. So I'll rattle some off now. Beans. Fast growing and productive. Beans are a summer staple that improve your soil. Capsicums enjoy the heat and will produce vibrant fruits. Carrots. Sow seeds directly into well-prepared soil and don't let them dry out. Easier said than done, but rewarding if you can pull it off. Choose heat-tolerant varieties like Romance or Danvers 126. Remember, direct sow carrots for straight roots. Chilies. Like capsicums, these do well in the heat. Plant into 4 inches of compost and consider building a cage like I did here, because these plants will get large. Cucumber. Perfect for salad. Cucumbers grow rapidly in the summer. I like to grow my cucumbers with a central lead. Eggplant. Loves the heat and will yield glossy fruits. Pumpkin. Plant now for a healthy autumn harvest. Tomatoes, a summer favorite. Ensure they have support as they grow. I grow these like cucumbers up a central lead. Watermelon and rock melon. Sweet and refreshing, perfect for hot days. Zucchini. Prolific producers. Harvest them young for the best flavor. Herbs. Basil. This one is a versatile herb that thrives in full sun, making it ideal for summer gardens and a key ingredient in dishes like pesto and salads. It's freezing where I'm envious of you guys, really. My hands are numb and I'm making a video outside. When planting alongside tomatoes, basil not only helps repel harmful pests like aphids and whiteflies, but it also attracts beneficial pollinators, creating a balanced micro-ecosystem. And beyond its gardening benefits, basil enhances the flavor of tomatoes through chemical and sensory interactions. Its sweet, peppery notes complement the umami-rich glutamates in tomatoes, amplifying their natural sweetness and adding aromatic complexity. Basil's volatile oils, such as eugenol and linalool, further interact with tomato compounds, creating a harmonious flavor synergy that explains why the two are classic culinary pairings. It's obvious that basil goes well with tomatoes in the kitchen, but some say simply growing the two near each other can have a great effect. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm eager to test this one out myself and see how this remarkable combination enhances both growth and taste. Dill adds a fresh flavor to dishes and attracts beneficial insects. Oregano, a hardy herb that loves the heat. Parsley, versatile and rich in nutrients. Mint, plant in containers to control its spread. These get out of hand. Rosemary, aromatic and drought tolerant once established. Thyme, low maintenance and adds depth to many recipes. This one is also drought tolerant and one of my favorites. Okay, 5 garden tips. Plant directly into a thick layer of compost. Apply a layer of mulch to retain soil moisture and suppress weeds. Water deeply in the early morning to reduce evaporations. Use shade cloth to protect young plants from intense midday sun. Sow small amounts of seeds every 2 weeks for a continuous harvest. Now let's do a quick recap. In December, you are very lucky in that you can plant just about anything. And be sure that the leafy greens you're selecting are heat tolerant, carrots too. The only crops to avoid are the cool season vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. Best to avoid these during December as they prefer the cooler growing conditions and may not perform well in the summer heat. By selecting these crops and following these tips, your December garden in temperate Australia will be both productive and beautiful. Happy gardening, stay warm. Well, you don't need to stay warm, I need to stay warm. Stay cool.